I'm back in the garden today. I want to show you my coneflower. This is a new addition. I wanted something orange this year. When I was out watering it the other night, I noticed that you can see all the phases of growth on this one plant. And look at this. You've got the little tiny buds. They start out like that, and then they open up a little bit bigger, and then you've got this kind of stripy thing going on before they open up into the full flower. I mean, each phase is beautiful, and each phase is necessary. And it doesn't go from bud to full flower in one day. If I came out here and tried to unpeel the petals because I wanted to see the results right away, I'd probably end up destroying the plant. See, it's a process that literally has to unfold. And that made me think about leadership. See, leaders develop in the same way. You can give someone a title, but that doesn't mean that the next day they're automatically a leader. They have to go through that development process. And there's actually 5 different phases. They're all necessary and important, and people go through them at different rates. Phase 1 says, I don't know what I don't know. We've all worked for leaders like that, right? Phase 2 says, I know I need to know. Phase 3 says, I know what I don't know. Phase 4 says, I know and I grow and it starts to show. And phase 5 says, I simply go because of what I know. Where it can be easy to get stuck is to think, I know enough, it's working for now. That's a little like the coneflower staying stuck in the stripy stage. It's nice, but it hasn't really opened up to its full potential. So here's warning number 1. What you know now might be enough, but trust me, everything around you is constantly changing, and unless you are willing to stay engaged in the view that your leadership growth is an ongoing, never-ending process, you can in effect become the lid on your team or on your organization, keeping them from growing into their full potential. And warning number 2, there's a tendency to think that you only need to go through the growth process once. But actually, every time you have a new challenge, a new team, a new project, you might need to cycle back through those phases of growth again. You're like the coneflower. For the plant to continue to produce the blooms, it has to go through that growth process over and over and over. Leadership doesn't develop in a day. It develops daily, and it has to continue to develop every day. That is what produces the beauty. That's my perspective this Friday. I'm Amy Barg, living large. And oh, by the way, this is actually my 130th consecutive Friday's Perspective video. If you've missed any of these and you're thinking, oh no, you can binge watch them on my YouTube channel, Amy Barg.